I mean, this is, this is what I talked about before. There are not good maps for Blink any longer. I mean, just look at the position of the ramp, the main ramp that leads from the base here.
Yeah,
You,
there's
what? How do you attack that?
yeah. I mean, it feels like they went from large, main like the main surface area or whatever we should call it,
Uh-huh.
to large natural surface area almost. And
Yeah.
that's not really in favor of Blink, to be honest.
No, it's not. I mean, and there are not even places you can blink into main base. I mean, there is one place here, I guess, and one place here, but you'd have to double blink and have vision, and then a small cliff right here. It's, I mean, if someone presented me with a challenge and said, have a PvP on Belshir stage and win with 4-gate blink, I would just say, you know what, like, find somebody else, straight up. Go to hell, I'm not doing that. Can't be done, period.
It's a question of principle.
Like, you would take the bet? You would take the challenge?
Well, I mean, you didn't say anything about a bet. I like my inner logical self says don't take the bet, you can't win. But my gambling addicted self says you must take the bet because you love bets, basically. So I don't know if I would
Alright.
have took it or not. I definitely hope I wouldn't have because it's basically money straight down the drain. But yeah. Um,
Okay, interestingly, this game Viper is opening up with a double 15 gas, but mining with only... Okay, he's rallying to the gas, actually. Okay, so he's gonna be mining with 4 probes of 2 gases. Where do you think he's going with this, considering he's saving quite a lot of chrono boost as well, and hasn't scouted at all?
you know, thinking back a bit on the first game, and I feel like both have diversified their builds basically, so it's pretty hard to tell. Um, I'll basically say that considering that Viper just put back an additional worker to make a full free per Vespene Geyser, they're both going to go for quite some heavy teching off one base and then probably not expand.
Do
That is
you?
my take on the
Oh,
situation.
Twilight Console. All
Oh,
right, all right,
yeah.
all right.
So do
It's
you want to tell us what we're waiting for?
yeah. It's no. I'll let you do the honors. Be the caster that calls correctly absolutely everything in PvP.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not entirely sure, but there's about a 99% chance we're going to see the funniest unit to watch if you do not want the long game at all, which is DTs. And
Yeah.
wow, did you see Giant's probe being or Viper's Stalker, I should say, just
Yeah, he
missing
missed
that
it.
probe by a millimeter
Yeah, he
almost? That
missed
was,
it. It was like, I'm going to check behind the mineral line in the natural so that I don't get 3-gated.
yeah,
Okay, and it's going to be 3-gate Stargates. This definitely is not a macro build by any means by
yeah.
Giant. He's just going to go all out balls with this, either getting an Oracle or maybe even a Void Ray and trying to or 2 Void Rays and trying to micro that around. Now, depending on the time he moves out, he can be successful or he can lose the game.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean it's all one of those things, and actually the pylon is seemingly scouted by Viper, but he doesn't kill off. Now he goes back when it's finished. Quite a good move. Actually, he's sort of bugging his stalkers around. There we go. And you're entirely right. It's a question of timing, basically, because the Oracle is produced, but where will it be, basically?
yeah.
Will it be in the main of his opponent, killing off workers and wasting all his energy, or will it just be situated in his own main as a defensive unit? And it's really hard to tell. It could be any, really. So it's almost 50-50. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. And looks like this is just going to be 2-gate into a Robo. Probably going to be an expansion as soon as he warps in those 2 DTs as well.
Yeah,
Just getting the
and
Robo as a precaution in case his opponent is going DTs and also to scout. Because, I mean, he is going to scout with the DTs as well. And do we have a second Oracle on the way? Yes, we do. And we Well, we don't have a chrono boost, but we have nice position on the units on the ramp.
Yeah, wow, he saw it and he
Whoa!
force fielded. This is the perfect counter right now. He has one Oracle to deal massive amounts of damage and another one to almost be a permanent beacon of anti-DT. And will he get the DTs? Actually, I don't think he will, but oh, great
Oh, he
time warp.
will get them. Beautiful,
Great time warp.
beautiful moves seeing there by Giant as his Oracle gets into the opponent's base and starts acroing kills. Those Stalkers having a hard time getting around that Nexus onto that Oracle, so that Oracle gets 5 kills, DTs get 0 kills. We are 18 versus 26 in Workers and no expansion for Viper.
Yeah, and you know, Viper is going for the one thing you can go basically. It's the, you know, Charlotte Archon follow-up. He's gonna try to bust his opponent. It's probably not gonna work, to be honest, but, you know, it's the one thing he has going for him.
Yeah, probably not going to work, but Giant has to scout. I mean, he knows that, yeah, my opponent went for DTs. Now, the question is this an all-in? Did he expand behind this? I need to know. So, this is the
Oh,
point in time where Giant should have rescouted his opponent, which he's not doing, and then he
and
can
I
make a
think
good
this
read.
Stalker is just going to miss that pylon.
Yeah, looks like it. Yep. Doesn't see it, so further DT warpins possible, but we do have a robotic facility on the way already. So I don't think this is going to be a problem at all. The
No,
problem
yeah,
is going to be that Giant is not investing into any units, and he doesn't have any Zealots. You know, and Viper is pushing out. He's got a lot of Zealots. He will have 3 gates to reinforce this with. I wouldn't actually mind 4 gates because he does have money for it, and the more Zealots he gets at this point, the better for him. Now, Giant may end up sacrificing this expansion and just letting it go, I feel.
Oh, actually, I don't know how this will play out. There are 2 Oracles which will deal massive amounts of damage to these Zealots because they're light.
Oh, that's true.
And once the Zealots are cleared up, you know, I don't see the Stalker doing very much
No.
about the Nexus Cannon, which most likely will be put down.
Yeah, but definitely it can go either way. Those Oracles definitely will do quite a lot of damage. They have been gathering energy for the past 3 minutes or so, but
And
here
there
we go. Perfect
Charge is
reaction.
activated. Oracle's actually not dealing damage where they should have. The Void Rays Prismatic Alignment is dealing damage to the Archon instead of the Stalker. It's not really correct focus firing here, but the Zealot Warp is
Oh my
just cleared
goodness,
up so easily.
that was just Giant smashing Viper straight into his face
Yeah.
with a giant mailed fist.
And it looks like Giant, you know, sorry, Viper is not really giving up actually.
No, he's not. I don't blame him, but you know, it's like when you lose a battle that decisively in a mirror matchup, you don't have an expansion and your opponent does. It's like, I mean, what does he have? 1 Archon? Not even that.
He has the will to play on just like Nice Mice, but that's about it, to be honest.
GG, well played. Giant takes this.